We start off today by talking about the weekend's box office report for the weekend of October 28th to the 30th. Number 1 was Black Adam. Number 2 was Ticket to Paradise. Number 3 was Pray for the Devil, the new horror movie that opened up this weekend. And number 4 was Smile. And number 5 was Halloween Ends. Now, guys, out of the 3 movies that are horrors, Pray for the Devil indeed was the new one, but I would tell you to go out and see Smile, because when we look at Pray for the Devil, it opened up at 19% by the critics on the tomato meter with 69% by the audience scores. Guys, yeah, Smile is the horror movie you want to see this weekend, or that you should have seen this weekend. Pray for the Devil was kind of meh. Good for Black Adam, $27.7 million in the number 1 spot. That's what you need to know from the weekend's box office report. Also, being Halloween, we have to take a look at some of the celebrity costumes that were out this weekend in full force at some parties and such. We got Paris Hilton there. Looks like we got Rebel Wilson there as a Barbie. Henry Golding as a fighter pilot. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here, guys. We got Lizzo dressed as Marge Simpson. Kim Kardashian as Mystique. Okay. Ooh, this is kind of cool. What's this? Janelle Monáe as the diva from Fifth Element. Guys, I'm digging what I'm seeing there. Yeah, that's cool. Henry Golding there as a pilot. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly as Pam and Tommy Lee. There's Paris Hilton as Sailor Moon, right? I like that. She's tall, she's blonde. Why not? David Spade appeared as David Spade. That's lame. Dude. Rebel Wilson, Ramona, Arguma, Jacob, Andrew, Marissa Montgomery, and Carly Steele dressed up as Barbies. Now that is going out there and giving some effort. I dig that, because that's cool. They got like boxes and everything around them and such. I dig that, yeah. Much better than Taylor Lautner that you can see here dressed up as a skeleton that's just painted on his face with the shirt open. Taylor Lautner, weak effort, man. But then we got Keke Palmer dressed up as Rogue, and that's really cool, man. She got the hair right. I dig it, man. Keke Palmer was last seen in Nope, which I really dug. What about you guys? Have you dressed up as anything for Halloween? I hope you're enjoying it. Save me some candy corn. You know what's my favorite? Sort of. Okay. Henry Cavill is being replaced by Liam Hemsworth for The Witcher Season 4. Say it isn't so. Yes, this is a story that broke on the weekend, but Henry Cavill exits The Witcher Season 4 and is going to be picked up by Liam Hemsworth. He says he wishes him the best of luck on taking on that role. That's in a story up on Hollywood Reporter. So it has ruffled the feathers of the internet people out there, and Cavill told us the real reason why he's leaving The Witcher a long time ago, and then, it's led to some speculation like that. Well, what's exactly happening? And as we learn more, it's because he's signed that new Superman deal. He's going to be doing stuff like that. But if you go and read some of his quotes from the past, he said that he was a big fan of the source material in the books, and that the stories had started to stray from that, and he just wanted to, give the fans what they wanted, but we were diverting from that. Netflix was, but guys, Season 4, Henry Cavill is out. Does that bum you out? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, what else can you find on Mirror Domains? Well, as you can see there, we do a live news show at 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, and you can find me on all the other social media handles right there. But what else do we do on Wednesdays? We do full live watch-along for Star Wars Andor, and this Friday, we're going to be doing a full live watch-along for Enola Holmes 2. On Saturdays, we do Horror Weekly, where we wrap up all the horror movie news headlines of the week in the show. And of course, you know that we do, movie news live daily, 12 p.m. Eastern. Let's get back into it, guys. The Fall Guy was an 80s action TV series with Lee Majors, but they got a new movie adaptation coming out with Ryan Gosling, and Aaron Taylor Johnson joins that movie now. Aaron Taylor Johnson, we just saw him in Bullet Train, and he's going to be in next year's Kraven the Hunter, but that's kind of cool. So The Fall Guy, guys, the movie is, what it's about is kind of like, The Fall Guy is kind of like this bounty hunter slash stuntman, and Ryan Gosling is going to be playing that role of The Fall Guy, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to be playing the actor that he's going to be stunt doubling for. So that's kind of cool. Who else is going to be in this movie? Let's take a look at the IMDb. Well, it looks like Emily Blunt is also going to be in this movie. That's really cool. So we got Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emily Blunt, and Ryan Gosling for Fall Guy movie directed by David Leitch, who just did Bullet Train, right? And it's expected March 1st, 2024. Anya Taylor-Joy has taken to her social media to tell us that she's wrapped production on Furiosa in her social media page, Instagram. She took to this and she said, cool, that she's done. Thank you to those of the wasteland, the crazies who have run amok with me up and down this country. The most fun, the most resilient, the most talented. It has to be the honor and privilege to create with you all. Thank you for making me tougher than I ever thought I could be. Fire, blood, and gasoline, Furiosa. Okay, so there she is. And there's George Miller wrapping up Furiosa. So expect that soon with Chris Hemsworth next year, guys. Cool, in my book, Avatar 2's runtime has been revealed, guys, and it's going to be a long one. Avatar 2 is going to be 3 hours and 10 minutes. Now, if you were a fan of the first movie, well, the first one was around 3 hours, right? So, hey, if you like this movie and you like this atmosphere, expect 3 hours of diving into like 3D coolness for Avatar, The Way of Water, expected December 16th. It's James Cameron, man. You can't go wrong with him directing sequels. He's been known for making things like Aliens and T2, which are fantastic sequels. Avatar, The Way of Water, 3 hours and 10 minutes, guys. What do you think about that runtime? Well, I think it kind of sucks, James. Hey, easy now. Easy. Venom 3, the director was announced late last Friday, but now we know Kelly Marcel is set to direct the next installment in Venom. Venom 3 with Tom Hardy. Now, we know that Tom Hardy's had the hand in developing the story, but so has Kelly Marcel. She's written the first movie and the second movie and this movie, so that's good news. But when we go over to her IMDb and we take a look at her directing credits, she's directed nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, is that a good sign? Well, at least she's familiar with the material, but my God, man, do you really want Venom 3 to be your first big movie? It gives me pause. Does it give you pause? We just did a full live reaction and reviews for Cabinet of Curiosities from Guillermo del Toro. And Guillermo del Toro has a Pinocchio movie coming out later this year, and he receives enthusiastic standing ovation at Close of Animation Film Festival, where they liked it. They dug it, man, and I dug it too. Out of the two properties of Pinocchio coming out this year, between this one and Disney, I was more looking forward to this one because this looked like it had Del Toro's flavor all over it, man, with that kind of stop motion effects. And if you read this article up on Hollywood Reporter, he goes in to talk about how the stop motion, the visual effects, he wanted to really give animators power and control over these characters, because the work in it we've seen from the trailers looks phenomenal, guys. Pinocchio, December 9th. It's getting good buzz out there. I'm hyped for it. Guillermo del Toro, he's going to have this and Cabinet of Curiosities this year. I think he's on a good roll. I can't wait for it. The early buzz is good for Pinocchio. Emilia Clarke is going to be in a new movie. That's kind of cool. She's my Khaleesi. She's my queen right now. Yeah, she went a little bit crazy in season 8, but whatever. It happens to the best of us. But Emilia Clarke to star as Constance Lloyd, Oscar Wilde's wife, in new film from Sophie Hyde. And what's this movie about? Well, it's going to be the story of Oscar Wilde's marriage to Lloyd, an author and activist, and the sexual awakening she experienced after learning that Wilde was, well, gay. Okay, well, I do like that premise, and I do like Emilia Clarke. Oscar Wilde, kind of a biopic there kind of thing. Cool. Always good to see her working. Taylor Swift was on the Graham Norton show the other day, and she revealed in an interview there on the show that she auditioned for Les Mis with Eddie Redmayne. And, well, if you go watch that clip and you read some of the highlights of that, she just goes on to explain that she wasn't going to get actually cast in that movie, but she got invited to go audition, which is cool for her because she wants to, stretch her wings as an artist. But she goes on to talk about how they were going to dye her teeth brown and she would be embarrassed by that. It didn't look good. But you know what? Redmayne was humble about it. He was all humble about it. And that's cool. That's cool. But what it made me feel is that when you hear her talk about this stuff, I think she's going to get ready to announce directing her own movie. I think she's going to be directing her own full-length feature film because she just released Midnights, and you know that the music videos coming out of there, they're like small movies, and she's heavily involved with that, directing those. And when you hear her talk about that stuff, I think she's building up a resume that would say that she would be ready to handle something a little bit bigger, because she did that short last year. It was about 15 minutes, right, with Sadie Sink. Man, it would be really cool if she made her own movies. I think that would be cool. Okay, guys. And finally today, Daniel Radcliffe was out in an interview with GQ, and he was talking about those rumors about him being the next Wolverine in the X-Men films. Well, we know that Hugh Jackman is going to be playing him one more time in Deadpool 3, so we got one more outing from Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but you know, the MCU and the X-Men are going to pick that up, and we're going to get a new Wolverine soon. But will it be Radcliffe? No. He debunked that in this interview. What did he say? It's purely a tour rumor. I say something, and then occasionally I get bored of answering that way, so I say something different, and that sets it all off again. I should never open my mouth. So yeah, he just... You know, people want to know who is going to be the next Wolverine. Apparently, it's not going to be Radcliffe. I think it's just because, well, he's been part of a big franchise before with Harry Potter. Does he want to dive into another big franchise where he will have to play Wolverine for a long time? It's a curious choice, but I think that he's on the right page here, that it's not going to happen, guys. We'll have to see who the MCU is going to make the new Wolverine soon, because I think that announcement is coming down the way pretty soon. That's just my feelings. Okay, guys, that's just the quick movie news digest for today. What do you guys think about this format? Do you like that? Hey, look, YouTube is recommending a video for you right there. But if you want to join us live daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, and we can talk about these topics in length and in more detail, come join us here on Mirror Domains.